Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Hello my dear students, welcome back to first year accountancy online classes. Dear students, we are discussing about the concept of accounting equation. Accounting equation means what? According to accounting equation, assets of the business equal to liabilities plus capital of the business, that is nothing but owner's equity. So always assets of the business must equal to company's liabilities and capital. Let's start to solve some questions related to accounting equation. So the main basic thing in accounting equation is we should total the assets of the business, means business assets must equal to business liabilities and capital. Let's see how to solve the questions related to accounting equation. So question include some of the business transaction. Let's see one by one. So the first question is prepare accounting equation on basis of the following. So this question contain 6 mark in the exam point of view. So the first transaction is Harsha started business with the cash. The important thing we should know that is each and every transaction according to dual aspect concept, according to double entry system, each and every transaction affects two different accounts. So firstly we should find out the two different accounts in a transaction. So in a transaction affects two different accounts. So we need to find out what are the two accounts are involved in one transaction. Let's see the first one. Harsha started business with the cash. So when we are starting our own organization, if we bring any cash or any goods, then it is considered as capital. So if the owner invested any amount or if the owner brings goods to start the business organization, that is called as capital of the business. So here the first account affected here is one is capital. So this Harsha started business with the cash. That term or that whole sentence is considered as a capital. So in the form of cash. So another account affected here is cash. So here we find out the two different accounts. One is capital, another one is cash. Correct, right? Got it? Now see, Harsha started business with the cash. We find out the two different accounts here. One is cash, another one is capital. If the owner contributed any amount to start the business organization, then it is termed as capital. If he bring cash, then that cash is affected there. Say for example, if he bring goods, then it is considered as stock. It affects to stock. Now he brought cash, so cash account is affected here. Let's see the format of accounting equation. See, this is the format. This is a format, and in first line you should write the accounting equation. Assets equal to liabilities plus capital. And the next step is to write the business transaction one by one. So here you should write A. Let's see the first transaction. Harsha started business with the cash. Cash is considered as asset, so comes under asset side, and this capital goes to that side. That is, we should write the amount below the capital. So firstly we should write like this. Here cash cash. How much? 2 lakh. 2 lakh. And there is no liability plus, or else you can write like this, plus 2 lakh. Plus 2 lakh. And the next step is now company's asset equal to company's liability. Company's asset equal to company's liability. Before going to the second transaction, we should write as it is, means the final amount of the previous one equal to, there is no liability, plus 2 lakh. Plus 2 lakh. Next to see the second transaction, purchased goods from Sugam. Purchased goods from Sugam for cash. Actually, I told that if the in the transaction, if the person name comes, then you should consider that transaction as a credit transaction. And I told that if the transaction continues as for cash, then you should assume that the transaction is a cash transaction. It is not a credit transaction. So here, whether it is a cash transaction or credit transaction, it's purely a cash transaction, because here sentence clearly continued to the next line, means purchased goods from Sugam for cash. So when we purchase something, our cash reduces. If we paid cash, then our cash reduces. Immediately what increases? Our stock increases. Of course, purchase is considered as expense, but under accounting equation, we should consider purchase as stock. Purchase as stock. So here, what are the two accounts are affected? We should find out the two accounts here. One is stock. Here, purchase is considered as stock, means stock increase. Suppose say sold goods to Mr. X, then stock decrease. Here, purchase increase, means stock increase. And next one, to purchase stock, what we paid, means what he paid? Cash. So another account affected here is what? Cash. So what are the two accounts here affected? One is stock, another one is cash. So how we can write in the accounting equation? See, stock is considered as asset. Stock is considered as asset. Costing rupees 1,40,000 was increased. 1,40,000 was increased. To purchase this stock, what we paid? 1,40,000. Actually, he had, means Harsha had 2 lakh rupees. Now he paid 1,40,000 out of 2 lakh. Out of 2 lakh, so we should deduct this amount. So we should write in bracket 1,40,000. Is there any effect to liabilities and capital? There is no effect to liability and capital, because it's purely related to asset. Because to purchase stock, we paid cash, so our cash decreases. At the same time, same value of stock was increased. So both are comes under asset, that is what? Cash and stock. 2 lakh he had, out of that he paid 1,40,000, but same worth asset was increased. So 1,40,000 increased here. Got it? And before going to the third transaction, we should write the abbreviation, that is 2 lakh minus 1 lakh. In bracket, if we write in the amount in bracket, that is considered as deduction. So 2 lakh minus 1,40,000, 60,000 plus 1,40,000. How much now? 1,40,000 plus 60, 2 lakh equal to, there is no liability, plus 2 lakh. Plus 2 lakh. Now you can see 2 lakh equal to 2 lakh. 2 lakh equal to 2 lakh. Here you should write like capital, under capital 2 lakh. So 2 lakh equal to 2 lakh. Correct, right? Next to see the third transaction. Sold goods to Sakshi costing rupees 10,000 for cash. For cash. Here also clearly they mention that is cash transaction. It is not a credit transaction, it is a cash transaction. Let's see what are the two accounts are affected here. One is, there is no doubt, you can easily tell that is what one account is cash, because clearly they mentioned about the cash. And another one, sold goods. Sold goods. So one account affected here is stock. Why? Actually, we had 1,40,000 worth stock. Out of that, means he was selling. He was sold 10,000 worth stock. So stock reduced as cash increased. When stock reduced, cash increased. When cash reduced, stock was increased. Means it's a vice versa effect here. So stock and cash. Why stock came here? Because sold goods to Sakshi costing rupees 10,000 for cash. If the transaction ends here, sold goods to Sakshi for costing rupees 10,000, then you should consider that transaction as credit transaction. But here it is purely a cash transaction. So cash and stock decreases, cash increases. Let's apply that this under accounting equation. See, worth rupees 10,000, stock reduced, 10,000 worth stock reduced, and here 10,000 added to cash. Because sale ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ? ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ ವರ್ತಿನ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಮೇನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ಮರಿ ಅದರದ್ದು. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. So before going to the fourth one, 60 plus 10, how much? 70, that is 70,000 plus 1,40,000 minus 10,000, that is what? 1,30,000. 1,30,000 equal to 2 lakh. Means 2 lakh as it is, there is no effect to liabilities and even capital. So 1,30,000 plus 72 lakh equal to 2 lakh. Is there any doubt? No, right? So now see the fourth one, bought furniture on credit. Bought furniture on credit. Clearly they mentioned on credit. Means on credit means what? Here we should know that credit means liability. If we purchased goods on credit, then it is considered as liability. So when we purchase any goods from any person based on credit transaction, then it is considered as creditors for the organization. Creditors are the pure liability. Means creditors is the best example for a liability. So here when we purchase something, then if we are not paid the amount, then it is considered as credit transaction. Suppose ನಾವು ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಕೊಡದೇ ಇದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೇವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಾಮಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, then it is considered as what? Credit transaction. So credit transaction ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, that person name is called creditors. So creditors is considered as what? Liability for the organization. So our asset increases, at the same time our liabilities also increases. What kind of asset is increased here? What kind of asset is increases? Furniture increases. Creditor, ನಮಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಷ್ಟರವರೆಗೆ ಸಾಲ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ, all we purchased and sold on cash transaction, on cash basis. Now we purchased goods on credit, so one liability came to the organization, that is what? Creditor. So here equal, creditors added. What kind of creditors? Why? Because we purchased furniture worth rupees 7,000. So it is considered as liability. 7,000 you should record under creditors. So furniture increased, same time creditor is also, liability is also increased. So now 70,000 as it is, there is no changes in cash. 1,30,000 plus 7,000. See, if we purchase this furniture on cash, then our cash reduces. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 7,000 ಅಂತ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್, ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7,000, ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7,000. So 70 plus 130 plus 7,000 and next ಇಲ್ಲಿ 7,000 plus 2 lakh. 1 lakh 30, here 2 lakh 7,000, there also 2 lakh 7,000. Clear? So next one, withdrawn cash for personal use. Withdrawn cash for personal use. See, in the first chapter we studied some basic terms and all. In that one, I told that one of the important term, that is what drawings. Drawings means what? If the owner withdraws any amount or goods from the office for his personal use, then it is considered as drawings. ಒಬ್ಬ ಓನರ್ ಅವನದೇ ಆಫೀಸಿನಿಂದ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವನದೇ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನಿಂದ ಏನಾದರೂ ಕ್ಯಾಶನ್ನು ವಿಡ್ರಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಅದು ಅವರ ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ವಿಡ್ರಾನ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಪರ್ಸನಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ಗೆ ಮನೆಯದ್ದು ಖರ್ಚಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ದೆನ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡ್ರಾಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ if the owner withdraws any amount from the office for his personal use, at that time business cash reduces, at the same time business capital is also reduces. Owner's equity 2 lakh ಇದ್ದದ್ದು 5,000 reduce ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅವನು ಎಷ್ಟು ವಿಡ್ರಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೇ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ 10,000 he withdrawing from his office, then cash 10,000 decreases, same time capital is also decreases. That is the effect of drawings. So here we should find out the two account here. In this previous one, furniture and one more it is what? Creditors. And here withdrawn cash for personal use, one account is drawings, because this whole sentence refers to drawings. If the owner of the business withdraws any amount from his business, then it is called as drawings. And one more is capital. When means drawings means it comes under cash and capital. This full sentence is called as drawings. So effect to cash, another one is capital. So let's see how much. 2,000 deducted from cash, same time 2,000 deducted from capital. 2,000 from cash, 2,000 from capital. That is a treatment. So now 70,000 minus 2,000, 68,000 plus 1,30,000 plus 7,000. Here 7,000 plus 2 lakh minus 2,000, 1,98,000. 1,98,000. So now see the next transaction, deposited cash into bank. Very simple. Here two accounts are affected. One is cash, another one is bank. See, till now Harsha didn't open any account, but now he is opening a bank account. To open a bank account, what we have to deposit? Cash we have to deposit. So cash reduces. Bank is considered as asset. Bank ಅನ್ನೋ asset organization ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Now one more asset is added to the business asset. One more asset is added to the business resource. So bank increases, cash decreases. 68,000 minus 5,000 and one more account is added, one more asset is added, that is what? Bank. Here bank, how much? 5,000 and here 5,000 is deducted, because ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇಂದನೇ 5,000 ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಇರ್ದಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಅಕೌಂಟೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು he was opened a bank account, so he deposited 5,000. So 5,000 asset increases, 5,000 asset decreases. So now we completed all the transaction. We considered all the transaction. Now the next step is 68,000 minus 5,000, how much? 63,000 plus 1,30,000 plus 7,000 plus 5,000 equal to 7,000 plus 1,98,000. Our accounting equation says that company's asset must equal to liabilities and capital of the business. Let's see whether this equation or this question equal to the asset or asset and its liability. See, 63 plus 1,30,000 plus 7,000 plus 5,000, total 2,05,000. Here 1,98,000 plus 7, 2,00,000 plus 2,05,000. So now we can say that company's asset equal to company's liability. Clear, right? So our accounting equation says that what? Company's asset should equal to company's liabilities and capital, and we should assume something relates to some transaction. Here purchase is considered when opening the business, means if at the time of opening a business organization, if the owner invests any amount, then it is considered as capital. So capital and cash is affected there. And when we purchase something, that purchase is considered as stock, even it is expense, because stock is considered as asset. When we purchase stock, means when we purchase goods, at that time purchase stock increases, cash decreases if it is a cash transaction. Then sold goods to Sakshi costing rupees 10,000 for cash. Here stock decreases because we are selling some product. So stock decreases. At same time, if it is a cash transaction, our cash increases. And bought furniture on credit, furniture is considered as asset. So furniture increases. Suppose it is a cash transaction, our cash decreases, but it is a credit transaction. So liability increases along with the asset. And next one is withdrawn cash for personal use. It is considered as drawings. Drawings affected to cash and capital. When we withdraw some cash from the business for the personal use, then our cash decreases along with the capital is also decreases. Deposited cash into bank ಅನ್ನೋ asset increase ಆಗ್ತದೆ, cash ಅನ್ನೋ asset decrease ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So cash decreases, bank increases. So here two accounts are affected. I hope you understood this equation related sum. Thank you for watching this video.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.